Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, welcome back to Farming Valley. So we're picking back up shortly after last episode. You'll notice it is the next day. I did do a little bit of stuff around the town, bought a couple things. I also made a diamond pick, and I went down into the mine and got us a little bit of obsidian. We have 17 pieces at the moment. So anyways, the first thing that we're going to do today is we are going to head straight into the Nether. Let's go ahead and get some flint and steel. I figured I'd mine the obsidian off camera because it is very time consuming. Like, just breaking all that stuff. So, our nether portal is probably going to be a temporary spot. I have an idea for kind of a fairly larger build, I guess. Not super large overall, but somewhat large for our nether portal. But we're not going to worry about implementing that right this second. Nether portal is not a priority, to say the least. So, you know, for a decorative build anyway. So we'll just go ahead and build out our portal right here. This is as good a place as any, I think, for the time being. And we'll just do that and this. There we go. Okay, so we got ourselves a portal. We'll go ahead and light it. There we go. Nether portal. I'll clean this up a little bit. And I'm going to put a chest down right here. Just a chest down right here so that we can dump all of our stuff into there. Because I want to step through, I want to make sure that the nether is safe before I step in with diamond pickaxes and iron armor and all that stuff on. And let me also grab a bit of cobblestone. We're going to make a safety net for our nether portal. Down the road, we'll actually make a nether hub type area. And we'll probably use nether portals for like quick travel between areas. Then we'll also use mine carts, but that is down the road. As you guys know, this isn't a... The series isn't planned to be over anytime soon, so I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna dump that into there. First year is almost up, and we're just now stepping into the nether, so we got the we need to go deeper achievement. And I figure we'll probably get into enchanting in the spring as well. Maybe try to get a bunch of mining done. Woohoo! All right. I hear a gas, naturally. Fuse wood, okay. But it's safe stepping through here, so now I'm going to come back through with the cobblestone. And we'll just build out something to keep us safe from ghasts, more or less. I mean, I know Natura's in the pack, so we do have, like, heat scar spiders and a couple little things like that, but, I mean, overall, we don't have any, like, super crazy mobs in this pack. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to block this whole section off here. And this little area right here is going to be our safety net. And we'll just step out for temporarily. It's not a permanent thing or anything. Oh, and nether ores are a thing. There's a nether fortress right there. There's nether diamonds. Lots of them. Oh, we got these little ghost things. Oh, man. Alright, let me step back through. Oh, it sounds like a cat spirit. And let's get our sword. Those guys shouldn't be too bad to deal with. Just hopefully they don't crash us. I know there used to be a bug with those guys that... there used to be a bug with those guys where they would crash you. Basically just whenever they attacked you with like a certain attack, it would just crash you. And I don't know if it was a mod related crash or if it was the pack I was playing. I don't remember, but... there was a slight issue with those. Okay, so it's fairly safe here. Fairly safe. I'm assuming pigmen only attack you if you... I don't think they're hostile. And I see heat scar spiders. Great. Okay. Main thing I'm looking for right now is glowstone. I need quite a bit of it. And I'm trying to find some that's not a mile into the sky, but... I don't know if that's going to be a thing. Let me go down here, I guess. Ooh, I am going to take these nether diamonds. Because one thing I'm going to want to get in the next few episodes is diamond armor. Actual diamond armor. At long last. And I think nether diamonds are probably going to be the way to do it. Because nether diamonds are a bit easier to spot. and find than standard diamonds. Alright, we got dark wood. So I'm sure we'll come back and get all these like fused wood, dark wood, that kind of stuff. Just presently I don't have any needs for it. There we go. That's how you do return to sender. That's how it's done. Okay, right up here some glowstone. I don't need a ton of it, honestly, right now. I just need like a piece or two. Well, I say a piece or two. A few pieces. So we can start getting our powered lanterns. Because the thing is, those powered lanterns... kind of worried about running out of hunger and thirst at the moment. I feel like we get thirsty, like, very quickly here. Which is not good. Because my thirst was like full at first whenever we stepped through here. Unless it was a visual bug, which is very much a possibility. Okay, there we go. Ah. I think with 3 hearts max, losing a half a heart doesn't really matter that much. You're still like a one-shot for like most everything. Oh, I see diamonds way over there, but I'm over here and I need to go back. I always forget to mark where my home spot is. Every time I come to the Nether, I will forget to mark it. Oh yeah, we're right over there, where that cobblestone's at. Okay, I can come around, grab those diamonds. I mean, I'd like to get looting, fortune on the pick, but there's Nether diamonds tend to be fairly common, so I'm not too worried about that right this second. And once we get fortune on the pick, at that point, you know, these resources are no longer probably ever going to be an issue. But I'm surprised, did we not smelt these nether ores? Like, they just actually turn into straight diamond? Oh, it's from cyclic, it's not the standard nether. Okay. Gotcha. I almost forgot cyclic was in here, because cyclic is going to be very handy, I imagine, later on. Cyclic is a nice mod that has some really nice stuff in it. Okay. Did you notice, when we stepped through the nether, it was like fast forward the minutes for a minute. Like it was like tick, 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 tick. Oh my gosh, my thirst is crazy right now. And of course we have skeletons here. Oh man, come on, I'm gonna die of thirst. Guys, let me go in here and let me get a bottle of water. Right here. Okay, that's the best I can do right now. And netherrack, I'm just going to put this up on the wall. We'll put it right over here. Oh my gosh. I keep thinking I've got a longsword and I can do that that jump, but I can't. Speaking of our sword, we have 2 ability tokens, weakens and blinds enemies. I'm going to go ahead and take light, actually. That is a very handy one to have. Okay, our thirst is back up. Alright, so now that we've got glowstone, at long last, we can get ourselves a powered lantern. Which is basically, it's like a miniature, you can pretty much think of it as like a miniature magnetorch, okay? Like the standard lantern, of course, doesn't require power, it emits light, like glowstone or something else would. Powered lantern, it blocks any mobs from spawning in like a 32 by 32. Whereas a magnum torch I think is like 256 or something like that. 256 by 256 or I don't know, something crazy like that. Powered lantern is 32 radius. So bear in mind that's a radius, not diameter. It would be all kinds of lopsided if it was a diameter. 32 by 32 I think. So we are going to need some iron plates, which we can make these with our hammer. Let me go get our hammer. It's still over here by the nether portal. I see you. I'll just grab all the things. I am going to leave a chest there because sometimes if I pop into the nether and I'm going to get materials, I would like to have kind of like a jump your inventory here type of chest where I can just throw everything into it and then, you know, come back later and get it. Alright, so for starters, these make 3 at a time. So honestly, a single craft of this is going to be enough for us for probably today. getting a lot of these mobs cut down and stuff like that. That's why I said we really don't need like a ton of glowstone right this second, because this stuff goes pretty far, truth be told. And I think that's about it, isn't it? These things are fairly cheap. Oh yeah, redstone. Okay. These things are fairly cheap. Alright, so there's 3 powered lanterns, and then we can start kind of lighting up our town. And I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% lit up. That's what's nice, is I like having dark areas in a base, especially a town, because not everything should be lit up. And powered lanterns, since they act as miniature magnum torches, basically, I don't have to have the place 100% lit up. I can still have dark areas and mobs aren't going to be able to spawn. So that's kind of what I'm wanting here. That's the thing, like, when it comes to modded Minecraft, it's too often I find that everything just has to be lit up. You gotta light up everything. And, okay, yeah, you burn. You go ahead and just burn to death. But anyways, too often in modded Minecraft, I think you've got to light everything up. And you kind of... Thing is, like, when you have to light everything up, it kind of loses... I don't know, I just feel like it loses some of the luster of having, like, any kind of decent looking lighting when you have to have everything 100% lit up regardless. You know, you can't have shadows. And I think I don't know, it's kind of frustrating. So I like things like magnum torches and stuff for, you know, doing that. Okay, it just dawned on me that this thing, we're going to have LV wires. We're not going to be able to run this through MV. It has to be ran through LV. So, what I'm probably going to do is have the power, after it comes out of the windmill, after it hits this this wooden post, it's going to go through a transformer, I think is what we're going to do. And then it's going to change over from MV to LV. Because, of course, the nice thing about going ahead and running it out as MV is, if I recall correctly, MV has lower power loss over blocks. And, you know, LV will lose a little bit more power per block, I believe. I believe so. Could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. I'll have to double check that, actually. So we may end up changing to total LV, I guess, but... Okay, so I'm going to need some LV wire coils. We'll go ahead and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 will be good. And then we'll get... let's see, a transformer is electrum coil. Yeah, electrum coil blocks. Could you stop running away from me? How do you plan on running a shop when you run away from the customers? Okay, let me go ahead and get like 2 electrum coil blocks, and then I'm going to go ahead and get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 LV wire connectors. And I think that should be good. And we still have 16,000, so it's enough to buy seeds for next season. It is enough. Okay. So I'm going to need a bit of iron, which I'm probably going to have to smelt some up. I do have some ore left over from mining. Okay, so our transformer, there we go. And let me head over here. I'm ready to get a kitchen. Like, I'm so ready for it. Which I'm pretty sure that's the cafe. We'll get to that later, but of course I don't want to use up all my money right now, but I hate Spice of Life being in this pack. I hate it because it's like, there's no Pams or anything. You know, you have to have a kitchen before you can really make a variety of foods. So you're stuck just eating berry products, like, for the first, like, I don't know, first year or so. Okay, let's go ahead and remove this. And I am going to switch this over. And we're going to put a transformer right here. And, no, actually, let's see. I want the transformer setting. Can I put it? Okay, I'm going to put it like that. That looks a bit better. Okay, what I may do, let me double check something real quick. Okay, it's, let's see, it's 5% loss on LV, 2.5% loss on MV and HV. Across blocks. So it'd be better to transfer it across MV, but the only thing is you also get a loss based on how little of the input you're actually using. So a windmill pumping into an MV, it's not the best use of power, but that's fine because eventually we'll up the power that runs through these cables, so it's not really a big deal. I guess. I guess we'll upgrade it later on, but anyways, I mean, these powered lanterns only use like 1 RF per tick or something like that. It's very minute power, so. Alright, anyways, we are going to connect this across to the transformer. Anyways, we're going to pump this power then into our powered lantern, which I'm going to have this setting, I guess I'll have it setting in the center, I feel like, is where I want it. And then we'll just link it across like that. And that should be all set on that one anyways. And that should be a 32 by 32 block radius that mobs are not going to spawn. So way back there, way off in that direction, way off in that direction, way off in that direction. Now, parts of the town are still going to spawn mobs, but right around our house should be safe now. And you can see by the mobs spawning around us, there's spiders spawning over by the storage building. Is about where they're spawning. So about, I mean, it's about a two chunk radius. It's not terrible. Should keep our base a bit safer. Alright, and we are going to have to bring this out again. I wish the transformer... Yeah, I mean, zombies are still making their way over here right now, but I don't have just like the swarms of mobs coming. Okay, and then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to plug up just a wire relay here to take this line a bit further. So let's get our MV wire coils, and we'll just take these and connect them across to there. So we'll have like a double line coming out right there. One hits the transformer, one gets sent on, you know, relayed on down the line. Oh, we got the Merry Christmas achievement. We have reached Christmas of the first year. Speaking of, we actually spent the weekend putting up the Christmas tree and stuff. Which I know it's not even Halloween, like, but we're so ready for Christmas, like you have no idea. We've been so ready for Christmas, like, for quite a while now. Alright, let me pop back over. I need to go pull some iron out the mine. Some of that we had smelting. I want to make another transformer. We're going to set up at least one more powered light, you know, elsewhere in the town. Because I've still got a bunch of mobs spawning, especially around the, I mean, it's going to take a little while to get all these ran, but, honestly, I may go ahead and set up, like, 3 total. Yeah, because I've got 3 powered lanterns. So let's go ahead and get, oh, I'm going to need another electrum coil block. Which, actually, I think the general store is closed on Wednesdays, right? I think so. Man, I'm so ready to be a mob-free facility. I hate all these mobs everywhere. And I'm kind of thinking that we'll use the standard lanterns. We'll use those just for decorative lighting. Like, actually having lighting, you know. Because then we can have the wooden posts come out on both sides and do, like, double lights that hang down from the wooden post. I'm actually going to put... I'm thinking about putting another wooden post, like, right here. And actually having this one come out with a lantern on it. We'll go make some in just a second. I'll show you. Which actually, I'm half... no, I think that'll be good. I think where that's at will be good. And then let's put a wooden post in front of the barn. Okay, because I'm definitely going to want some lights here, right here in front of the barn. So we'll put like a... Oh, come on. Seriously? I hate you guys. Okay, so anyways, we'll put a wooden post, like, right here. And then, of course, we'll have one on the opposite side, like, right there. And we'll end up putting lights on top of these as well. And I may actually have them hang down. We'll see in a minute. We'll get those crafted up. But let's go ahead and put a transformer right here. And MV wire coil. We'll go ahead and just run this. We'll link to that. Honestly, this is probably going to be too far. But that's fine. Because I can have wire, you know, relays and stuff attached to the barn. You know, that's too far. I think it's only like, what, 16 blocks? Yeah. Like right in here, it kind of loses its ability to go any further. Okay, what if I put it like right here? Let me actually pull that up. And we'll put our relay down right here and just kind of run it across like that. The worst thing is going to be getting our power lines all ran. Once they're ran, it's going to be a lot easier because then it's like, okay, well, we'll just plug into this power line. But getting the basis of these ran is the tough part. Okay, now that's not going to run. Yeah, that's not going to run all the way across. So we're going to have to put like a relay. And honestly, I'm thinking about having it like right up in here along the side of the barn. And I think that would look okay. So it's going to stop linking like right about there. We'll do our relay like right here. And I think that would look fine. And then if we connected the relay then into... Oh. Remove this stuff. Connected it into the transformer. There we go. And then what we could do is we could take our powered lights, just like over there, put that down right there, and then just LV it right into there. Okay, and that's going to cover another 32 block radius. So, which it'll probably overlap with this. I'm not min-maxing these. I'm not like, okay, well, we need to move it, 30 or 64 blocks in this direction or nothing like that. I'm just putting them around in places that kind of make sense. And then we'll also kind of light these up with just some decorative lighting that's just there to kind of emit light. So far we've got it over to here. And then I would like to bring it a little bit farther into the town. Which I will say that the house is going to kind of block this pathway somewhat. So what if we did, let's see, MV wire relay. I would like to get it over to this building next. So if I just ran it out to the side of the road, because the road's going to run up right through here. So if I just ran it across like that, that would work okay. Because we're going to use the road as kind of, where all of our power lines connect into. I think it makes the most sense. So the pathway runs up along through here. And honestly, I don't foresee it running all the way over. That's fine. Connection is obstructed. Okay, so it's all these trees that are in my way. They've got to go. That's fine. I just had them here temporarily anyways. And actually, I want to run this off the road just a little bit. So we'll have it right here instead. So it's one off of the road. Oh, man, come on. That's the worst thing, is these zombies will come for miles to get to you. Alright, now this should still connect right over to here. It does. And then if we connect this relay then down to here, and then this one... Okay, it's not going to run all the way over, but I tell you what, we will have... Oh, let's see. Let me go ahead and remove some of this stuff. Well, that's the only thing is we're still going to have like a little loft balcony type area right there. So I'm not going to be able to run it straight across, I don't guess. We'll go ahead and just run that back. And then if I had... Let's see. It's a little bit safer at night right now. I'm not getting just swarmed by guys. I still get them on occasion, but it's not as bad. Then we run that across like that. I think that will be okay. I do believe so. Because then what I want to do is set up the next powered lantern. Let's see. That's going to pump power into that building because we're going to use that building. We're going to have some refined storage set up in it. So I think the next spot that we're going to have our actual powered lantern is if we come back along through here. Let's see. Which I'm going to need an electrum coil block, so I'm going to have that. Okay, yeah, the mobs are starting to come out right now, so I'm going to go sleep real quick. so we can get rid of these guys. But the nice thing is, once I get this powered lantern in front of the storage building set up, that's going to be a huge chunk of our town that is no longer mob spawnable, basically, which is going to be quite handy. Okay, so this would be, let's see, where's my shovel? I need to plan some stuff out here. So the pathway is going to be right there. I'm just going to run back along like that. So this would be the perfect spot. We'd have one right here, and we'd have one like right here. So I'll put the powered lantern right there. I need to get out of my way, so. Okay, let's say standard lanterns are like that. It makes 3. So let me make one of these, or one batch of these, and I can show you kind of what I have in mind for. Okay, so a couple, iron plates, and then. I'm so ready to be done with these mobs. I'm so tired of dying. I'm so tired of all this, just mobs running wild. There are so many mob spawns, it feels like, in this pack. And it may just be because I haven't went the torture route. I've kind of waited and held off on getting lighting up and going and stuff. But kind of what I'm thinking for like the decorative aspect of lighting is have, for example, we'll do the first ones right here. Do like, and no, I want it. There we go. I want it on the bottom there, and we'll have it kind of hang over like that. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. Like that. And I think that lighting looks really good. And then the powered lanterns are there kind of just for blocking the mob spawns. You know, that's really what they're there for. So let me pop over here. Let me get an electrum coil block. And then it still feels like, you know, the lanterns that are up there, they're still getting power from somewhere. Even though they don't technically use power. You know, it still feels like they're getting power sent over. For like the standard lanterns, they're still getting power sent over through the wire coils that are going through that area. So I'm going to need an electrum coil block, and go ahead and give me like 1, 2, 3, 4 MV wire connectors. And go ahead and give me some MV wire coil too. And then 1, 2 electrum coil blocks. Yeah. I'm running out of money. I need to save money for spring. Luckily, we're not too far from spring hitting. I mean, a few more days and we're there. Do I have a crafting table in here by chance? I need to put one in here, but there's one right over here, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I want another transformer. And yeah, go ahead and give me 2 of them. I will eventually need them. I'm going to have to go mining for iron as well. I'll probably honestly end up going to the Nether because I think it's better for the time spent and everything to go there. Okay, we'll just pop this one right there, and then MV wire. We'll just run that across like that. And like I said, this is for refined storage a bit later. That's what that cable there is for. Just planning for the future. We'll have a little bit of power related stuff inside some of the buildings, you know, long term, but. And there we go. There's another powered lantern. So, I mean, you're talking. Well, I don't have the ability to mark chunks or anything, but right now, I mean, there's one there, one in front of the barn, one over there. You know, about half of the town at this point is mobs aren't going to be able to spawn there. So I'm steadily getting to the point where I'll be able to go outside at nighttime and not get just uber harassed by everything in a 5-mile radius coming at us. So that is indeed going to be handy. And then these, of course, this is just decorative lighting at this point because we're blocking all the spawns with the powered lanterns. But then what we'll do is once we get the place lit up, I'll add a shader. I'm kind of holding off on it because it's like you add shaders and you're not ready. You know, lighting's not really a thing. and it's so dark. It always feels like it's so dark, and you definitely don't want that. So, okay, yeah, nighttime is setting in, and I mean you can see there's some mobs over there that have spawned. But if you look at the map, I mean, back in this section where the powered lanterns are, like all through here, there are these 3 prime buildings. Nothing. So I need to get a powered lantern over here for sure, and then start pushing along through the town. Because the town, you know, it's going to run up through this section here. And now, I mean, we're able to come out here and actually do stuff at night, which is amazing. Now, I'm still going to have mobs coming in our general direction at this point. But hopefully that will not, you know, no longer be a thing within the next few days of spring, hopefully. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, at least I feel like I can go outside at this point, which is a major change from, you know, this first year. It's been rough. It has been very, very rough. Okay, it's 7 in the morning right now on here, and look at this. I mean, there's no mobs. And I actually just spent the majority of the previous night in the mine. I went mining, got some iron, smelted it up. You can see I did run another line over here to like in front of the house, and we have a transformer with a powered lantern. So right now we currently have 4, and I went ahead and crafted our next transformer. And I mean, mobs really aren't spawning too much. Sure, this zombie ran up out of somewhere, but probably from over there. But my next goal is to get one right in front of the mine area, and then right across over here. I mean, we're steadily locking this down. I mean, right now, pretty much this entire area over here, no mobs can spawn. So it's a fairly large radius that we've got, or a fairly large range of the base right now that we've got. Just with 4 of those, no mobs can spawn. And I do quite like these lights because they kind of, you know, certain little areas, they stand out, and we'll have them out along across the roads and stuff. Those like double little lanterns there. I think it's gonna look good over the next, you know, the next few seasons or years or whatever. Now, one thing that I do need to do before we end out the episode, because I actually forgot about it. I set it up like to get done like right at the end or right after last episode. Yeah, see, they're still spawning up around the mine, but they're far enough away that they're not spawning in droves anymore. Okay, he's actually not open just yet. But he's about to open. I was going to get my scythe and get those weeds all cleaned up, but anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point, so I am going to end out this episode here. Next episode, when we come back, we are going to start our next year, our first New Year's, so to speak. So we'll go into the next year, and we'll get started with that, and we'll do our first big crop plant and everything. And also next episode will be the world download. So just a heads up, if you guys are interested in that, the world download will be after, you know, basically after next episode. So it'll be bundled in with next episode. So, and this is something we're gonna be doing a lot of over the coming months, is actually laying out the town, getting everything planned out and everything. Does he not have my scythe? Does he just not have it? Or yeah, I need some tools. That's cool. Because I gave him a sickle to upgrade, and I think he's just totally forgot about it or something, because he doesn't seem to have it. Maybe it hasn't been 3 days? I think it's been 3 days. I'm fairly certain that it's been 3 days. I don't know. I totally gave him my sickle, but he just kind of just said, oh, no, you don't get it back. You just don't get it. But anyways, I am going to end out this episode here. I will see you guys next episode. I might do a little bit. I'd like to run at least 1 or 2 more powered lanterns. We've got 2. I'll probably run 2 more. 1 over to that area and 1 over to that area, just to cut down the mob spawns. And after that, I mean, we should be fairly safe for the time being. And then we'll just kind of have to expand as we expand out the town, as we expand out the farm, and then also put up our fences around the farm and stuff like that to kind of lock it all into place, keep us safe. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you guys have any questions or anything, do let me know, and I will do my best to get those answered for you. And I hope to see you guys next time. So until then, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys then.